this is Miss Sarika, and this is my 5th video. I know I'm doing such a good job as a YouTuber, I can't help it. So let's get started. We are actually doing another video focusing on solving for A and B. I know these problems have been super tricky, and I really want to go through this step by step. So I'm going to try and slow down and help you guys. This is on number 8, and this is on the Finding Variable Value by Balancing Equations worksheet. So this is problem number 8. So given the information, I know that XQR is 180 degrees. So I am going to get a marker, and I am going to color that line in just so I remember XQR is 180 degrees. That's going to come in really handy in just a couple of seconds. XQR equals 180 degrees. Now, what else do I know? I know that supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. I know that vertical angles, these angles are vertical, and then these angles are vertical. I know that vertical angles are congruent. And by congruent, I mean that they are the same. They have the same angle value. Negative 9a plus 139 is equal to negative 1a plus 59 because they are vertical angles. So I am going to start there because I can solve for a. Negative 9a plus 139 equals negative 1a plus 59. Again, I know that I can set these equal to each other because I know that vertical angles are congruent. And a vertical angle is always made and will always look like a big X. So angles opposite each other from the big X are congruent. So let's get started. First, I deal with the whole number. I want the whole number on one side, and I want the variable on the other. So I am going to subtract 59, because that's the opposite of adding 59. And if I subtract 59 from one side, I have to do it to the other, because I need to keep my equations balanced. 139 minus 59 is 80. And then I bring down the negative 9a, and then negative 1a over here. So I'm almost done, but remember I need the variable on one side and the whole number on the other. So I need to move negative 9a to the other side. The opposite of subtracting negative 9a is adding. So I add 9a to both sides, and negative 9a plus positive 9a, they cancel, and I get 80 equals negative 1a plus 9a, which is 8a. Last but not least, I need to divide by 8 because that's the opposite of multiplying by 8, and I will get just a. I divide by 8 on one side, and I divide by 8 on another. 8 divided by 8 is 1, so I get a. 80 divided by 8 is 10. So I solve for a, and this is really beneficial because I will need it to solve for b. So I'm going to put my a value right up here. A equals 10. So the next portion, I need to solve for b. Sorry, I'm just moving up the piece of paper. So this is where the information about XQR is really important. XQR is 180 degrees because it is a straight angle. Let's remember what also adds up to 180 degrees. Supplementary angles. Supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. And if XQR is 180 degrees, this angle, I'm going to color it. You know what, that's not a good color. Let me grab another color. Let's grab the blue. I'm going to show you which angles are supplementary. This blue one and this blue one. They add up to 180 degrees. So I am going to create an equation. Negative 9a plus 139 plus 106 plus 5b equals 180. Again, these two angles are supplementary. It means they add up to 180. And then I know when you're looking at this, you're like, how do I do this? I have an a and a b. Well, let's remember, we solved for a, so let's plug in a. So negative 9 times 10 plus 139 plus 106 plus 5b equals 180. Okay. So now, same signs positive, different signs negative. Different signs negative, so it's negative 90 plus 139 plus 106 plus 5b equals 180. Now, let's combine like terms. I can't combine b's with the whole numbers, but I can combine whole numbers. Negative 9 plus 139 is 49 plus 106 plus 5b equals 180. Can I still combine like terms? Yes, I can. 49 plus 106 is 155 plus 5b equals 180. Now, this is just a one-step equation. What's the opposite? Well, actually, it's a two-step equation. My bad. It's just a two-step equation. First, we deal with the whole number. The opposite of adding 155 is subtracting 155. If I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. And I get 180 minus 155 equals 5b. 180 minus 155 is 25. Last step, I'm going to divide by 5, because that's the opposite of multiplying by 5. Divide by 5, divide by 5, and I get b equal to 5. And so now I found my variable a equals 10 and b equals 5. This was a lot of work, and I totally understand if you are still having trouble. But again, I've done 1, 2, and now 8. So absolutely when it's time to turn in the packet, you should have 1, 2, and 8 done. Please comment with any questions you still have. Maybe in the next video, if you guys comment asking for me to show you why it works, I'd be happy to do that. Thank you, and see you later.